I'm Elissa, and I'm a park ranger with the City of Austin, and welcome to Wild Ones Online. So today we've been learning about bats, and we read a book called Stella Luna by Janelle Cannon about a little bat who got separated from her mom. And now we're going to be making our very own bat shadow puppets like the one right behind me. So why don't you come along with me? Let's go! The materials we need are going to be something to cut our bat out of, so you can use these foam sheets, cardboard, a paper plate, or if you have access to a printer at home, you can print out a bat. Next, you will need a pair of scissors, and if you have one at home, you can use a hole punch, but your scissors can also double as something to make a hole in your bat when it's time to attach him to the string. Next, you will need string, and you can use, I have twine here, but you can also use an old shoelace, a piece of yarn, just anything you have at home. And next you'll need glue, so you can use regular glue or hot glue. I'm going to be using hot glue today, and if you're using hot glue, make sure you have your parents' permission before. This next item will require you to do some exploring in your backyard for a little bit. You're going to need to find a stick, and you want a stick long enough to where you can dangle it in front of you, and it'll kind of simulate your bat flapping its wings. And this next thing is optional, so if you have them. I'm going to be putting googly eyes on my bat because I just love giving my puppets eyes. So if you don't have googly eyes, you can always use buttons or beans or just, again, anything you have at home. So let's get started. If you're going to be cutting your bat out of a piece of cardboard or a piece of foam, you always want to draw your bat or trace your bat before. So let's get to it. So I'm going to be tracing my bat, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, and now we're going to cut our bat out. There we go. So now we have our bat all cut out. Now we're going to take our hole puncher or your scissors, and we're gonna punch a hole right at the top of the bat's head. And now we have a hole in our bat's head. Now we're going to attach our googly eyes. So I've chosen some really fun eyes for my bat today. So I have this pink one and this black one. And I'm going to put a dot there, a little tiny dot there, and boop, and boop. And now our bat has eyes. For our final step, we're going to take our string and we're going to attach our string to the bat and to our stick. So I'm going to tie a knot through my bat, and I'm also going to tie a knot on my stick. But for my stick, I'm going to put a tiny little drop of hot glue on the string. That way I can make sure it stays put and my bat doesn't go flying around all willy-nilly. Here we go. If you need help tying your knots, you can always ask your parent. They're really good at tying knots. At least my parents are. Okay, and tiny drops of glue to keep our string in place. Again, we don't like willy-nilly when it comes to our flying bat puppets. There we go. Now we're gonna let everything dry for a couple of minutes, and we'll be right back. So my bat is all dry and tied to the stick now, and this is what he looks like. And he can flap around and eat some bugs and join me on my adventures throughout the parks. You can also, as a really cool kind of puppet, You can turn off all your lights in your home and get a flashlight. And if you flash him against the wall, it'll make one big giant bat. And you can also get some puppets or some bugs and make your own puppet, shadow puppet. So make sure to show us all your cool adventures with your new buddy here, and don't forget to name them. Thanks for crafting with me today, y'all. Make sure to check out our very next video where we'll be getting a live bat interpretation from one of my fellow park rangers. Bye, see y'all later.